It's not Outdoor Vitals gear, it's other or additional products that I bring when I head out backpacking. This is actually the gear that I personally choose to use, and I wanna talk you through some of those, take you on a backpacking trip, and then I'll tell you exactly how you can get all of these items at the cheapest possible prices. All right, so one of my favorite pieces of gear is right here on my wrist. I just got to a marker here and the trail divides. Rather than pull my phone out of its zippered pocket and use its battery and have to have it running all the time, I can put it on airplane mode and forget about it and use my Coros Apex 2 Pro watch to navigate. So I get to this point, all I have to do is look at my watch and it tells me exactly where to go on the trail and I can continue on my way. Saves a ton of battery on my phone, and this watch can run I ran it 3 or 4 days consecutively on 20+ mile day hikes without having to recharge. So just one of the many reasons that I love it, along with tracking my heart rate, which helps me gauge elevation sickness, how I'm doing with hydration. All right, we've been climbing for a while and I wanted to see how close we were to the top. So you can see right there that we've hiked 951 feet up of 1,220. You can also see the dark shade is what we've hiked and the light green is where we're headed. Again, just a super easy way to see how you're doing on the trail without having to pull out your phone, kick on the GPS, take it off airplane mode, and use battery over there. All right, we made it to our campsite and luckily we've got water. So we don't have to go exploring tonight. We can get camp set up and start unloading the pack. All right, so one backpacking staple that I do love for trips like this where I'm not going, say, 20, 25 miles in a day, a little more relaxed, a little more cush, I will bring the extra weight in this item right here. This is a Flex Tail Tiny Pump 2. This is a pad inflator. So I'm gonna pull out my pad here, inflate this. Not only does this blow air like so, but it also has a light. All right, I don't know what can be more of a backpacking staple than food. So today what I've got a Packet Gourmet Texas State Fair chili. Glad I'm sleeping in a solo tent. Peak Refuel meal. Got Peak Refuel cookie bites and a bunch of other stuff. Things such as honey stinger waffles. I've got Scratch hydration mixes. These are my favorite hydration mixes. LMNT. We've got Mountain Ops caffeine if you need caffeine out here, and Mountain Ops electrolytes as well. So a whole bunch of goodies like that, but not to forget the Cosmic Brownie. I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely seen better days, and I cannot save you money on Cosmic Brownies.
I made it through middle school on those.
But right in the same alley of that is going to be my cook system here. This right here is a Toaks titanium pot, the 550 mil. I love this pot. It has the markers on the inside, so I can put this right at 12 ounces, or there's milliliters in there as well. It makes it super easy for measuring. And this is an Optimus Crux Light stove. Oh, you hear that? That's right next to the camera. You even hear that? I can hear the birds chirping over there. I love this stove. I've also seen this stove take on about 50 gallons of water dripping off of a tent and still work the next day. No, it's durable for sure. And sand. Sand was jammed in everywhere inside of there. Tell me what you guys do. I like to simmer things to a boil. I feel like it's more efficient than just blasting the bottom of it with flame and having it go everywhere, but I could be totally wrong on that. That's non-scientific, but for all you science guys out there, let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong with that. You can also get this titanium spoon at a discount, but it's not a Vitals product, and I told you I wasn't gonna talk about those, so I'm not gonna give you any more details. All right, another backpacking staple that you should always have with you in the backcountry is a first aid kit. That is something that can be a little time intensive. Many of you guys have seen over the years that I've built out my own first aid kit, and I've used that and kind of resupplied, but it takes conscious energy and effort to do that, as well as time. One of the quickest shortcuts that you can do is actually pick up one of these from Adventure Medical. This is the 0.7. We also have the 0.5. Those are two that I'd recommend. These are awesome because right out of the gate, you're gonna get most of what you're gonna want. So I'm just gonna pop this open. You're gonna have all sorts of things in here, from wraps to bandages to antiseptics to medications, ibuprofen, wipes, just all of those things are gonna come in here. So what I'd personally recommend is picking up a kit like this and then going through it, know what you have and add anything else that you might need into that kit. All right, something that a lot of backpackers skimp on because the price is a little high, but you should never skimp on, is this right here. Your toilet paper. Never skimp on it. I know it's expensive, but it's just not worth it. No, I'm just kidding. But by the end of this, I feel like I'm gonna show you every single item in my pack. All right, a backpacking staple that everyone should have with them is some way of purifying water. My preferred purification method lately has been the Platypus Quick Draw. This piece is the only water filter I've ever had last an entire calendar year for me, and that filter is actually still going. Just absolutely has blown me away. The ability to back flush this, the ability to seal it all up, and the flow rate has been very, very high. The only con is they are a little bit more money than say like a Sawyer filter. But like I said, we're gonna save you a penny on it. All right, so you guys made it to my favorite one of all. One that you can never have too much of. There's never been a time in my life where I'm like, I have too many of these bad boys. This is headlamps. This is the NU25UL. I've used the NU25 for a couple of years now, and this is the most updated, recent one with bungee cord. It's super light, and it's got a bunch of features, such as one, it's got a locking feature. There we go. You've got both spot, extra brightness settings here. You can toggle between the spot, the flood, both, or a red light. It's got ultra dim. It's got a bunch of settings on here. And new and improved with this bad boy is the ability to see how much battery you have right there. A second option, if this is more up your alley, this is the HA11 from Nightcore. I really like this because I like this right here, a single AA battery. What that means is I can pack an extra battery in case I don't really know how long I'm going to be out there. A little bit more basic, but an incredible light. Then get this, I can actually pop this bungee off and I can use a hat clip. This one is so light and versatile that I can literally take this clip that they've given with it and make sure I get that on the right way. Pop this on, and now I can just run it on the brim of my hat. Another electronic that you will need with you when you're going out backpacking is a battery bank. This is a carbon fiber battery bank from Nightcore. It's one that I've been using. It's called the NB10000. It's a 10,000 milliamp one. Exceptionally good results with this. It's also acclaimed to be the lightest weight 10,000 milliamp battery bank in the world. I don't for sure know that, but I know it's freaking light. It works really, really well. It's durable. It's one that I'd highly recommend. Now, by this point in this, you're probably wondering, how am I supposed to get all of this gear at a discount? And what is the discount? Well, I'm about to go climb in that tent, go to sleep, and tomorrow on the hike out, I'll share with you how much those discounts really are, how you get them, and help you take your first step to saving some money on your backpacking staples. Slept through the night, had a pack of coyotes yipping at us. Get a little breakfast, but definitely slept down here in a bowl where there's a lot of moisture in the air. So the tent is quite frozen. I'm gonna let it dry out. Grab some more food this morning and then we'll hike out of here. That is a big icicle down in my breakfast. I was cruising along the trail and just happened to look down at my watch, realized that I wasn't on the trail and that this trail had sneakily paired off to the right. I would have not seen that on my phone because I would have gone clear up that drainage and then thought, why am I not going up and over that hill? We should have gone up and over that hill. Looked at my phone, been a half mile off course. But instead I can just, boom, see it, keep going. And it saved me a half a mile of walking I didn't need to do. All right, so we're just a couple miles of downhill hiking to the vehicle, so it's finally time to share with you how you can save on all of these tried and proven backpacking essentials. First off, let's start with how much you can save. You're gonna save 10% off year-round, plus get rebates back on your purchases. What that means is that you're gonna get 10% off up front, plus another roughly 10% in rebates back. So that's about 20% off year round. Now, occasionally, like this upcoming Black Friday sale we're gonna do, actually our pre-Black Friday sale that we're gonna do, you're gonna be able to get additional savings on top of that of another 5 to 10%. So you're gonna be saving 25 to 30% using this method. What's the method? Join our Live Ultralight membership. Now, before you go, oh, I don't need another membership, I don't need a monthly fee, let me explain something. This is not your typical membership. The cost of the membership is not an actual expense. All you're doing is preloading money into your savings account inside the membership. So it's $10 a month. You put $10 in, it loads into never expiring store credit in your membership. And you can spend that at any point in the year. Spend it next year, whenever. You can buy just backpacking food. You can just buy the staples every year. You do not have to buy Outdoor Vitals gear at all. You can simply use it for these backpacking essentials. Because look, you need to buy some freeze-dried meals every year. You need to buy some honey stinger or some granola bars or something. And you also probably need some water filters. Usually switch out your water filter once a year or things of that nature. And so you could literally spend that $10 a month just on those items, and that's it. So join the Live Ultralight membership over at outdoorvitals.com and take advantage of all of these savings. It's a win for you, it's a win for us, and you might be asking, well, how's that a win if we're just buying these things that you're discounting all year round? It's true, we don't make much money on any of the retail stuff. We really just cover our costs of warehousing, shipping, labor, etc. But it's a service we can provide to you to create a one-stop shop for you to get everything you possibly need to go backpacking and know that you can trust the gear. It's not gear that you're gonna find that you can't trust. It's not gear that's not tried and proven. You know, I average almost 30 nights a year out in the backcountry, camping, hiking, etc. I log thousands of miles, and it's gear that I personally use and trust, as well as the rest of the team here. So take advantage. We'll drop a link down in the description to go join the Live Ultralight membership. When you do, you get a free bonus. I believe right now it is a free titanium spoon. So when you sign up, it's $10. You get a free spoon and the store credit on your first month. So go join it. Go join it before our holiday sales come up and cash in on all of those savings. Thanks for joining us. Drop in the comments if you have any questions about any of the gear used in this video, and we'll see you guys on a future one.